Imagine when your neighbor, who is an old woman, asks you to do something. Oh, could you bring me to the hospital? And you are not able to do it. However, you try not to insult her by refusing her request. In this case, you need to make an appropriate refusal to reject her request. But we usually realize this is hard to do to some consideration. That is power, familiarity, sex, and age. This is the most important thing in my research entitled Refusal Strategies Performed by Indonesian EFL Learners. Refusal and rejections can be defined as a disapproval of the speaker's intention. There are some ways that are usually applied in performing refusal actions. In order to reassure the speakers that he or she has an appropriate reason, or that named as refusal strategy. And the interesting topic is the research investigates the speech act recognizing or refusing as made by Indonesian learners of English as a foreign language, native Indonesian and native English. It involves three groups. The first group consists of 13 Indonesian EFL learners, second group consists of Indonesian native speakers, and the third group consists of 13 American native speakers of English. They were asked to respond to 10 different situations in which they carry out the speech act of refusal. Their strategies in refusing were compared one another in order to find out whether the refusal performed by Indonesian EFL learners corresponded more closely with those of Indonesian native speakers or with speakers of the target language, or it means the American native speakers. And what the result is, actually, based on the data, Indonesian EFL learners tend to use their native culture in refusing requests over invitation and suggestion. The most different strategy used among them or among three groups are directly say no and put the blame on the third part. Most American native speakers say no directly when they want to refuse some question or some invitation. But the most Indonesian native speaker and Indonesian EFL learners directly say or directly putting the blame on the third part, which is rarely used by American native speaker. It means that EFL learners are still influenced more by their native language and culture rather than their target language. Okay. In interlanguage pragmatic, these EFL are undergoing negative pragmatic transfer as a refusal strategies they apply conform to their cultural language. Okay, that's all.